Normally when you start the missions, the ship is like in perfect condition. What the hell is this supposed to be? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Pioneers of Pagonia. Man, well, today we're returning after a very, very long break to this wonderful little... at this point, I think I can actually say that this is the proper spiritual successor to Settlers. Like, the proper one. Sure, we got a Settlers wannabe, I guess, coming from Ubisoft, whatever the hell that thing is supposed to be. It's closer to Age of Empires than it's actually to Settlers. But some people actually decided not to agree with that, and they've created the Pioneers of Pagonia. I've played a little bit with the game in the past, I guess, if you can say so. But, if you don't know, since then, the game have received a tremendous amount of update. And today, well, today I want to have a little bit of a comeback. So, we're actually gonna go, and we're gonna start the very first actual, even though it's going to be a tutorial mission, this is going to be the first actual story-related mission, I think. That's more or less how I understand the patch notes, that this is supposed to be like an introduction into the story, because eventually the developers are gonna make a campaign for the game. So this is supposed to be an introduction to the said campaign. This map is the perfect start for new arrivals in Pagonia. In your search for other Pagonian, your ship is stranded. Help to repair the ship and get off the island again while learning the basics of the game. And also because they've kinda like changed a lot when it comes to the economy, building and stuff like that. So I think this is actually a perfect opportunity to jump back and play this mission. We're gonna find out what's the beginning of the story. Oh my god. I didn't do that. Just so we're gonna be on the same page. This is not me. We have survived the storm and reached the shore, but the adventurer is badly damaged and there is no trace of Captain Eric. A magic compass is missing too. Without it, we can't navigate the fog. We will likely have to stay here a while, just until we get back on our feet. But the Pioneers can stay on the wrecked ship. How did you manage to wreck the ship so badly? Normally when you start the missions, the ship is like in perfect condition. What the hell is this supposed to be? Oh, great. Okay, so we actually have some people living. Interesting. Place resource depot. Yeah, so as I said, to establish a small outpost on land, we need materials first. The Pioneers can collect wood on the shore. So, if you don't know how this thing works, the developers kind of like change it at the very beginning, because normally you have the ship and the ship is just like sinking because of the amount of resources that you have on board. Now, with the updates and the new type of a start of the game, of the mission, you have to rely on the resources that you're gonna find on the island itself. So, you have those guys. They're gonna basically leave the ship. They're gonna go around, they're gonna collect sticks, stones, copper, basic food, I think, and whatever. And starting with those resources, you're actually supposed to start your empire. So no longer you have like a tremendous amount of resources on your ship. Now, you have to rely on what you're gonna find on the shore, if that makes sense. So, for that thing, we got this. Pioneers collect wood, stone, and copper at nearby deposits in your territory. The resources are used for construction, tools production, and territory expansion. And this is basically like the actual beginning. If I understand the new game logic correctly, you start with this, and then you can basically continue with that thing. So, I'm gonna build this thing next to the... See, they're collecting sticks and whatever, but they don't have a drop-off zone. Pioneers empty the resource deposit, can collect additional wood from small trees, stones from boulders, and extract copper from copper chunks. So we got copper chunks. Okay, I got copper chunk over here. We got copper bearing boulder. Okay, so that's how it works. The carriers can transport all materials and goods for us, but they need building to be connected by the road. Yeah, sure. Okay, so it works exactly the same as it was back in the previous version. Yeah, I can handle that thing on my own, thank you. There we go. Road built. My name is Esteem, Master Builder and Advisor. Keep an overview of everything necessary for the construction of our new buildings. Thanks, Master Builder, your faction. Okay. From the looks of it, I don't have houses. Great. We will require more tools and new construction materials soon. There are stones and copper deposits nearby. That should be enough for now. We should build a few more resource deposits right there, so our pioneers can collect the materials and bring them there. Sure. Anything else I'm supposed to like remember about this? Place resource deposit near the rocks. You mean this thing? I think I can handle. Yeah, no problem. There we go. Right, so let's try to get a road. I'm gonna go like basically around the shore as I usually do. Perfect. Hey! Get the building, maggots! We have a ship to repair. Our people also need a roof over their heads. Once we build them huts, they can move from the adventurer and begin their tasks. Okay, hut. Carriers require a home to enter the island and carry out transport work. Carriers living in the hut may also reproduce after fetching a comfort food ingredient, preparing it and eating it. Tavern will be visited if available. So normally you needed to have a tavern, and I bet you this is no longer the case. Like you can actually have newborn on the house alone, if I understand this thing correctly. All right, let's build 2. And you have to gather stone, have to gather copper, and I have to place a forager hut. Place a forager hut near plants such as mushrooms, raspberries, and wood. We also need food. Foragers can harvest berries and mushrooms in nature. It would be best if you build a forager hut. Foragers collect plants found in your territory. Raspberries and mushrooms are brought to your huts and market stalls, where they can contribute to your population growth, and wild flax is processed by your weathering sheds. Okay, so we got some resources over here. Sure, build it. Make a road. Perfect. And now we have to wait for all of this shit to get built. So if I understand this thing correctly, those are the pioneers. So those are the same guys who were collecting resources. Now they're preparing the terrain. Like, are you guys jack of all trades, master of none? That's what you are? Because there's quite a lot of you. And thankfully I just need some sticks to build those houses. The same goes for this thing. Okay, that should make my life a bit easier. What about this? You also require 1 stick. Okay. So, as I said, all of this thing starts with the resources that you're gonna find on the island. Well, who's this mysterious character? To claim more land, we need guards. To train them, we need spears. We can craft basic weapons and tools in the workshop. Okay. So you got a workshop. Pioneers craft tools and basic weapons from copper, stones, and wood. Okay, utilizes workers, 3 pioneers. I'm relying my entire economy and my survival on those guys. On pioneers. Seriously? Sure, whatever. If that's how it's gonna go, then fine with me. Whatever. What exactly could I try to build you? Okay, let's maybe try to build you like somewhere over here. There we go. Right, and now I just have to prepare the road. Something like that. Perfect. Very well. Now we have a rudimentary settlement. Our carriers have moved into their huts. They are prepared. There they prepared for their own meals. As long as there are empty beds in their home and the ingredients for the meals, they will provide offspring. Comfort score needed for newborn 1. Current comfort meal score in the home. No wood for cooking hot meals available. So I'm guessing that the tavern is for the bigger houses. So at the beginning you could try to rely on this thing, but if you actually want to grow bigger, like a lot bigger, then probably gonna need bigger like food chains and the tavern and the tables and stuff like that. Like a lot of the buildings are basically not appearing in the thingy. I'm guessing for tutorial purposes. Great, there are boars over here. That's not good. I am Atra. As commander, I'm responsible for everything regarding military and territorial expansion. Yeah, so can you do something about the fucking boars? Scary to civilians, but if defeated by a hunter, the boar provides leather, and a smith makes a very nutritious ingredient. Master Builder. We can construct the village hall to serve as a training spot. This is where carriers will be trained for other tasks. You must pay attention and make sure that there are always enough carriers left to transport our goods. I figured out as much when I was playing this game one time. I ran out of carriers, and my entire economy just basically decided not to work anymore. Can I build something over here? Hey! Nice. Get to work, maggots! We should build a guard post near our territory border. From there, our guards can capture the territories as long as they have... as long as they are supplied with stones. They can also patrol to protect the village. Okay, so that's different. Because last time when I was playing this thing, when you wanted to have... to increase your borders, you needed basically to have border stones, if that makes sense. And that was made like on a specific like stone manufacturing thingy. I've ordered the guys to keep an eye out for a captain and the magic compass. Thanks! Utilize the stone. Guards use... God damn it, you fucking piece of shit! Like, why did you come into my office? More time will pass until we can find out what the fog harbors. First, we must get the adventurer seaworthy again. After the storm, I also discovered this strange rock on the ship. Or is it hardened resin? By the way, the fog draws back when we go ashore with it. I must study it closely.
Yeah.
Could this help us lift the fog on the island? Possibly. But we must be careful. The rock effect seems to unfold when it's warmed. But it could be magical, and magic becomes unstable and dangerous under too much pressure.
Yeah.
The rock is large enough to grind some of it to a powder to give it to the guards. Yeah, be careful with it. If they scatter small amounts of the powder while placing new border stones, we can test your assumption and ensure that our territory will be free of the fog. All at the same time. So what, the fog actually has its own little story? Nice! So what, this is supposed to be the dust? Uh-huh. I am Kyrian. As explorer, I usually help read the magic compass and charting new islands. Currently, however, I'll focus on studying this strange rock. I don't see any rock around here. Fine, whatever you want. So, this thing uses stone. Like normal stone? You mean like this stone? Yeah, it is. Huh. So, I no longer have to build like that, forget how that thing was called. It was called the stone workshop or something. So, you needed like a stone workshop. So, you dig it out stone. That stone went to the stone workshop. And from there, you managed to make yourself like stone border or border stones or whatever. What the fuck? Oh, that's a rabbit. I thought that's one of my idiots. Yeah, so you no longer need that thing. Huh, okay. I mean, less of a hassle. So one over here. And one over here. Alright! Prepare for the expansion. God damn it. Who the fuck is asking you guys for anything? I had a closer look at the adventurer, and I think we can repair it. However, we will need many materials. Softwood, trunks, cloth, rope. I'll work on the exact numbers. Sure, you work with that. Oh my god, the FPS. Perfect. I actually got information. I need 50 wood, 20 cloth, and 10 ropes. And then we can actually repair the ship. We should take care of softwood trunks. We can not only use them to repair the adventurer, but also to construct the better buildings. If we construct a wood-cutting hut near the forest, our woodcutters can fell trees. To do so, they need access. Ah, okay, so this thingy can make actually access. I need 2 copper. What, I don't need ignats? I just need copper? Okay. The storm destroyed almost all ropes aboard the adventurer. If we can craft enough ropes, we can replace them. We also need flags to mend our sails. Sure, well, whatever. So we got spears. Spears requires stone and wood. Huh, used to be just wood if I recall. Right. So how many of those I need? Minimum stock. I think, wait, how many it was per building? It was 5. So keep a stock of 10, just in case, because you never know. So that'll be one thing. And then we need this shit. So it's 3 woodcutters. Woodcutters fell trees and gather wood in your territory. Softwood is used as a construction material. Hardwood for weapons and equipment. Uh-huh. So how does it work? Produce on demand. Produce on the commodity is no longer missing for orders and building requesting it. Huh. +1, but what the fuck does that mean? Wait, is it gonna trigger automatically if I'm gonna actually need those things, or do I have to do it manually? I don't know. Slowly and steady, still building the encampment. What's this? Removes the forest when active, fells all trees including saplings to avoid forest growth. Ooh, okay, that's interesting. Copper discovered, stone discovered. What? We found wild flags. We should have a guard post expand our territory in the direction and then build an additional forager's hut near the flags to begin harvesting. We can ignore the gigantic boars next to it. We can craft cloth and ropes from the flags in the weaver shed. Ah, okay. So unlock this thing. I'm kind of like terrified that everything is so cheap when it comes to building. Like, I should be worried about that. Forge plans are discovered. Sure, not as that thing. Right, guard post is ready. Now we just have to wait for some men. Soldiers, guards. Oh, okay, we got different types. You have guards, veteran guards, elite guards. You have soldiers and nothing else. You have rangers. Okay, so they're against thieves, so just as they used to work back in the previous like versions of the game. They are against werewolves, Feranauts, blade dancers. This is new. Nimble fighter that especially target weak spots of armored enemies like scavs. That's new. Warlocks. Brave spellcaster fishing banished scary spectators and perform rituals to remove cursed bone roots. With our copper, stone, and wood, we can craft tools at the workshop. So let's get to work. Afterwards, we can train woodcutters and other craftspeople. Oh, so different types as well. Hold on a second. Oh, okay. So you get a bunch of stuff. Cannot leave your territory. Combat power against creeper. Whatever the hell that thing is. Expands territory. Panics when encountering spectators. Size of climate area, large. Ooh, very large. So what, if you want to save resources, you have to use the better quality of troops? What about soldiers? So we got soldier, we got advanced soldier, we got a veteran soldier, and then we got elite soldier. Okay, so they've added a bunch of units as well. Ranger and skilled ranger. Magic torch and padded armor. Combat power against thieves. Alright. Faranaut and heroic Faranaut. What about blade dancer, swift blade dancer, or champion blade dancer? Steel daggers and steel padded armor. Okay. What about the warlock? Then we have the wise warlock, and then we got the elder warlock. Banishes bone roots, removes bone root, very effective over time. Terrorize, scares an enemy away. Ooh, okay. I wonder how I can actually use that thing in the future. And you? Sorceress. Arcane fighters specialize in defeating unnatural beings like the Maldhorn and their magic. The fuck is a Maldhorn? Summons boar. Cause a boar that fights enemies for a limited time. Jesus, this is a lot different than it used to be. Like, what the hell? So there's like a bunch of specialized units, and now I actually have to like prepare for whatever threats are gonna be coming to my kingdom. Jesus. Okay, so what do we got over here? Guards. Should you actually train any guards around here? Wait, so why I'm not getting any? Oh, okay, so I have to. That's how it works. Okay. Amount skill to train. Train amount. Taint target amount. Tainted unit type unless the target amount is reached. Okay, so you can basically automate the production thingy. If that makes sense. Workers ordered by the building. Finished buildings that require staff with equipment will automatically order those to be trained. So that's how it works. Okay, so for the guards, I actually have to set it manually. But if I'm gonna build a woodcutter, yeah, okay, so they're gonna basically make them automatically. Can you chill down with the deforestation over here? I kinda do need those trees, you know. Look how they work. Yeah, that's so nice. Okay, so for one this thing you need stone, I guess. Yeah, you need stone and some sticks. And then one guy just makes the spear. I don't know what you guys attempt to do in the background, but okay, whatever. Why are you running? I'm guessing because of the boars? Yeah, probably of the boars. The fuck is this? Attacks dangerous animals. Huh. So what, I can actually order my guards to attack them? Okay, but probably I prefer to have a hunter at some point. Right, you're not working. Maybe I could try to rebuild you a little bit to the north. If that makes sense. Okay, destroy this thing. I think the resources are just gonna drop on the ground. Okay, they did. Right. So, let's get one of those things and actually build it closer to the border. Like this. Okay, the road can just go forward, and they're gonna connect it over here. Okay, there we go. Right. So they're gonna have like a bigger... Yeah, this is what I needed. Okay, we can work with that. Anything else? We got food, and I think you guys are actually... Yeah, okay. So we got a bunch of people, and... No history yet. Main dishes. Desserts. Raspberries. Side dishes, mushrooms, deer meat, trouts, and rabbit meat. Not quite sure what the fuck that shit's supposed to be, but okay, whatever. Get one more guy. Oh, I have to build more huts. Place and construct enough huts to provide living space so that your carriers can have offsprings. Sure, I'm not doing anything else right now, so we can basically get more houses around here. No space left for residential buildings. Huh! We'll see about that. Okay, so we got that thing. Guards are getting recruited, and I have to build a weaver's shed somewhere. So I think once we're gonna expand the territory over here, I'm gonna try to build it. Repair this ship. Okay, well, this is a slow work in progress, I guess. What about the woodcutter? Well, he's chopping down trees, and we do have saplings. So the trees now automatically regrow, I guess, in a way? Or do I still need the forester? Huh, maybe I need it. Hard to say. But it's nice that some of the trees actually do regrow. Uh-oh. Yeah, well, that's a boar. Skeleton civilians, but if defeated by a hunter, the boar provides a letter. Scare civilians. Attack power 1. Yeah. I'm starting to see the problem here. Well, this is actually quite intriguing, because if I'm gonna destroy the animals with guards... Okay, let's give it a try. What's gonna exactly happen? Uh-huh. Okay, so I defeated some of them, and can I still, like, harvest the corpses? I think I can, depending on how much resources we're gonna get. Kill the boars. The adventure repairs are making good progress. The runaway really makes it long to be at sea again. Oh, okay. Nice. There's actually some progress getting done over here. That's delightful. Place near boar hunting lodge. Construct a hunting lodge near the wild boars. You can set the building to only hunt boars. Boars to support the guards even better. Boars do support your guards even better. Don't forget to set your guards back to natural to minimize losses. Hunters are also trained at the village hall. Need hunting bows, which can be made at the wood workshop. The boars in the area are causing a bit of a trouble. They block the flax fields and scare civilians. Sounds like a task for our guards. They can fight the boars. Already figured out that thing as much. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, build you. Guards can lose against boars. Hunters can't. Let's build a hunting lodge. Sure. What else we have? Okay, we need to get this. Ah, we got this thing. Create basic weapons and simple tools. Hunting bow. Okay, so this is where I can get actually the hunting bow. Alright, whatever. Build it here. And we also need this thing. There we go. Now I just have to connect everything together. Nice. The hunting bows for the hunters can be produced at the wood workshop. Yeah, I figured out as much. Thank you very much. There is lots of them over here. Holy shit. And we got the flax fields. So, I need one more of those. And I need to gather those resources here. Okay. Is there like no corpses? Yeah, there's not. Okay, perfect. That works. Anything else? I don't think so at the very moment. Huh, copper. Right. Ah, okay, so we need lots of this and lots of this. And shit. The bow also requires rope. Okay, can I stop this thing for now? Okay, this thing is stopped. We're gonna need... How many people work actually over here at the hunting lodge? 2. I think. Right? 2 of them? No, 3. So we need 3 bows. And that means... 3 of this, if that makes sense. But I won't be able to... There's a slight problem. The boars are guarding the flax fields, and I need the flax fields to make the ropes to make the hunters. God damn it. Construction sites are spring up everywhere. If you want to be fast at constructing your things, we need more help. Let's train some more pioneers. And how does that work? Woodworker, weaver. Oh, so that's what you need the knife for. Ah, and then we got this thing. No, this thing. Stone pick. So let's get like 4 of those, I guess. Ah, stone pick. Requires stone and requires wood. Alright. I think I can work with that. There is so many boars around here. What the fuck? Okay, those guys can be scared by the boars? No idea. I hope you're not getting scared by the boars. Forager. Yay! Huh, so the civilians are scared by that, but... Okay, not all of them. Some brave souls actually managed to grab some flax. Good, so if I can actually make myself some ropes, I should be able to get myself hunters. If I can get myself hunters, well, the problems of the boss will no longer be existing, I think. And also, okay, I have to probably build a new guard tower over here. We got some more stone here. Right. Already got 3. Where the fuck is the 3rd one? Oh, there it is. I forgot about it. I am so sorry. I did forget about you. Okay, destroy this one because we don't need that many. Gonna build one closer here because we need stone. And continue the road. Yay! Nice. Look at my little village. It's so cozy. So nice. Yeah, definitely could try to get something about this thing. Do we have flags? No. Wait, what? Wait, so who the fuck is collecting flags around here? It's not you guys. Oh, it's this guy. So I should have not actually built you here. Like, that was completely pointless. Sorry about that. Hold on a second. Let's build you actually here. Yeah, this makes more sense. So this guy's collecting flags. Aha. Alright. And apparently he doesn't really give that much of a shit. Well, okay, they give a little bit of shit about the boars. Don't you worry. The boars are about to appear. What? Words? Appear. Thank you. Good news. We got hunters. Huh, I was not paying attention. Did they actually took care of the corpses that the guards killed? But whatever, I guess. Where's the hunter? I don't see a hunter. Where the hell is a hunter? Point of interest discovered. Piece of wreckage. Yeah, okay, give me a second. What? Finally we recovered a magic compass. If you claim area around that, one of our carriers can bring back to the adventurer. Now we are once again able to navigate the seas. With or without the fog. I'm also still researching whatever the strange pieces of resin can help us lift the mist. Sure, but that's not really important right now because I have to figure out how the hell the hunters works. That's a guard. No. And the boss just keep respawning. So that's another thing, but... efficiency is down. Great. Okay, we don't need that many of you anymore. 2 should be enough. And the hunters? Oh, great, there's a hunter. Yeah, but you were supposed to hunt down the boars. I told you to hunt down the boars. Oh, there it is. Headshot! Ah, it doesn't say how much resources I got out of this. Well, shit. Oh, wait. Okay, so it's exactly the same as killed by the guards. So the only difference is that you can actually lose the guard when fighting a boar, and you won't lose a hunter when... Okay, well, that makes sense. Does it, Neo? Does it make sense? Yeah! In a way. Shut up. I'm trying my best, okay? The fuck? The fuck you want from me? Okay, we got cloth production full speed ahead. So the sails and the ropes for the ship soon will be ready. So we can actually continue the repairing of it. And... okay, a new guard post is getting built here. So I'm gonna have access to this piece of the wreckage. But also, I'm guessing that we're supposed to go this way. If that makes sense. Well, whatever. The game wants me to expand. I shall expand into the unknown. The ship won't swim with a hole in the bow. Time to move that boulder. What? What boulder? Oh, great. We got the artifact magic compass named ruler. Good job, developers. What boulder? Are you guys actually doing something over here? Oh, you are. Oh, that's nice. I speed up the game a little bit because it took ages for them to actually do anything. I got hardly wait for the magic compass to be brought here. Now I don't feel as lost as in the fog. Sure, that's your problem, not mine. Huh. Well, the ship is returning back to its previous glory. Once the masts are renewed, the adventurer will look a lot better already. Nice. Woo! Ah, so from the looks of it, we get almost all the resources to rebuild the ship. Nice. Okay, more cloths are incoming. Right, and what's about my territory? Slowly and steady we're expanding to the limit again. So I have to probably like establish another guard post over there. Okay, hold on a second. Give me like a minute. I have to keep expanding. So from the looks of it, yeah, I have to get see the wreckage. Okay, build this thing here. And now I'm building in the middle of the guards have found Captain Eric's hut washing on the shore. This may seem like a bad sign at first, but I won't give up hope. I'm sure that our captain survived the storm. Next to the captain's hut we saw a puddle, and during the storm one of our dishes disappeared. Perhaps the captain was able to save himself with it. I am certain he survived the storm.
Yeah.
Before the magic compass went overboard, I saw the needle jump in a different direction. The compass reacted to press it with strong magic. This could mean that there is another island nearby. Maybe that's where the Captain Eric was at the shore. So what? From an expedition mission to have turned into a save mission? Saving Captain Eric? Private Ryan? Same thing! Oh well, whatever. Right, limit the amount of soldiers here because I don't need that many. Okay, ship is about to get built. Right, we also need that many soldiers over here. Look at the glorious ship! The glorious vessel! The final cloth piece is arriving, and soon the ship will sail once again into the unknown, into the fog, for adventure, glory, and riches. I think. Probably. Maybe. Hey! Nice. The ship is ready! Now I just need the hat, apparently. Which is gonna take a while. We did it! The venture is repaired and seaworthy once again. Soon we can continue our journey. Not so fast. Repairing the ship and finding our magic compass so we don't get lost in the focus is not enough. Our captain's still missing. We can't just give up on him. Yeah, didn't we establish already that he's kinda like, I don't know, lost? I'm trying to find like some secrets or maybe for some foreshadowing, but I don't see anything around the island. It actually would be cool like if there'll be like, I don't know, some main guy looking upon you from the top of a mountain or something, but well, whatever. Okay, I got the piece of the wreckage within my borders. Now we just have to wait for somebody to pick up the hat. Or did somebody already pick it up? Oh, wait, somebody already picked it up. There it is. Yeah. Found the hat of the dead captain. He's not dead. Well, he's missing heavily. Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think that the moment when this hood is gonna reach the ship, then the tutorial mission is actually gonna be over. So yeah, the developers have changed it a lot, like comparing it to the previous version of the game, which is wonderful. I like this actual story right now, which is even more great. But there's still like a few missions that basically are like a challenge scenario maps thingies. So we'll see how far we're gonna get with that thing. I'm guessing that I'm actually gonna try to make a video about that thing in the next episode. We'll see. My people have brought the Captain's Eric's hat back to the Venturer. I'm looking forward for the moment he will be back. He will take it back. Hey! Oh my God! Jesus Christ! Could you guys chill a little bit with the fireworks? I cannot. No, there was something there. The Venturer is seaworthy again. The magic compass is back and carrying his hands, and we know where to continue looking for the Captain Eric. It's time to leave this island. Some people have decided to stay in a new settlement. Regarding our crew, Jadek found the perfect words. Hoist the sails, pioneers! We have a new goal. We won! Huzzah! Delightful. What, that's it? I have to go back to the main screen? Well, so ladies and gentlemen, as I said, that was the very first of the maps, the tutorial map, which basically established like the beginning of the story, which is nice. I could try to play on... Okay, I can actually customize myself around the map if I so desire. Landing party. Huh, okay. Choose supplies. Iron stage. Extended for co-op. Ooh! Yeah, because if you don't know, you can actually play co-op in this game. So that's another thing. Atmosphere. Huh. Huh, golden hour, sunset, dusk, that's nice. Conquer Island, objective with enemies, sandbox, or we can try to play on the preferred maps. Now this is the thing I've played before in the previous episodes. So we did the Forest and Friends, Crusted Coast, and I think we did the Hinterland. I think? Huh, is it just me or did they add actually? Whoa, this is new. Dangerous Hills. Of Mason and Mages. Your friends are near and the road ahead is cleared. Or is it? I don't remember exactly which one I've played already. That's a problem. And from the looks of it, the game is actually not marking that thing. Once you do. So that's another problem. Okay, this is new. Those are new enemies. I don't recall them. Yeah, this thing is also for sure new. I don't recall this map at all. So for objective, hostiles on the island. Size is 5. Size is 4, 4, 4, and stuff like that. So yeah, I think I'm actually gonna try to play like maybe this map. We'll see how far we're gonna go. But, well, as I said, the game is still in development. The developers are still working on the game. The campaign should be available on the release. I don't know, we'll see. But if you want to give it a try yourself, you know what to do. There's going to be a link in the description below as always. I highly recommend that people who enjoy settlers and basically like those, let's say, town, because I would not call this thing a city building game. It's more like a town building game with objectives and a bit more combat here and there. It's very casual, like friendly, I guess. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm not expecting like some heavy strategy over here. I'm not expecting some very experienced tactics to be held, but well, maybe the game actually is gonna surprise us. But that's the other thing we're gonna have, I guess, in the later episodes. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Subs a lot. I'll see you in the next video.